Hello guys, this is Perkins. Welcome back to another skin showcase. Today we have Venom here, and this is a newer skin for Venom. It's called the Lingering Imprint. And before I get into it, I want to say, guys, first off, hit that subscribe button because Perkins is back. Perkins is back and back in business. I've been on a bit of hiatus. I've been a bit ill, as you can probably hear. Still, my voice is probably a little different. So you're gonna probably hear just like a little bit, like maybe it's like raspy a little bit. Like if you go back to my other videos and you notice my voice is different, you know, that's the reason why I'm just a bit ill. But anyway, yes, this skin is for Venom, but this is a very interesting skin because of the, you know, the lore behind it, you know, the story of what this skin entails. And it entails a lot of things. The main thing being, you know, we all know that, you know, Venom's original host is Eddie Brock. You know, not Peter Parker, not, you know, anybody like that. It's Eddie Brock. This skin, however, and you can even see down here, they even added a hint to it. It says, "Hey Brock, you mind if I drive?" And presumably Eddie Brock says, "Be my guest, Thompson." And I say, you know who that Thompson is? That's Flash Thompson. And Flash Thompson is one of the fastest heroes in the multiverse. As you may know, you guys have probably seen that Flash movie from a couple years back. Just terrible movie. Probably one of the worst movies ever made. But that is what it is referencing. So that's why you can see this Venom skin has these shoes. He's got very, very big boots and shoes, so because he needs to run. These are like sneakers. It would be cool if he had on twinkle toes, like, you know, some Skechers type deal. But, you know, just having that, he is one of the fastest Venom symbiotes, you know, to you know, host Venom here. And it's great to see. And, you know, something that a lot of people don't know is that this is actually more of a reference to what they like to call Agent Venom. And especially in his, you know, in his highlight intro there. Yes, you can see those bullets and stuff. He likes using guns instead of, you know, tentacles. Obviously, in the game, you're not going to be able to use guns. But he does like using his guns, and we will see a reference to that in just a second. And this is his emote that comes in the bundle here. That is the deafening noise, which if you've played Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5, you will know that Venom is very susceptible to noise, especially, you know, like cringy music and stuff, like, you know, like Imagine Dragons and, you know, stuff like that. That is what he does not like. However, we will check out his spray here, which I will say, you know, puts a lot of this into perspective if I can find it. Sorry guys, I'm a bit unprofessional. I've been off the game for like a week, so don't fault me for not seeing. Where the fuck is it, dude? Where the fuck is it, dude? Mate. Here it is. So, as we can see, he has his two pistols here. Imagine if he uses, like, in the game. That would be so cool for, like, just big Venom here, just using his pistols. And one thing I do think is kind of interesting with the skin is he doesn't open his mouth, really. Like, he kind of just stretches his face, you know? Like, you know how other Venoms here, like, they open their mouth and, you know, like, they open it super, like, right there, like, he has big maw, just, like, in your face. This one doesn't really do that. I think his head just, like, grows a bit, which is interesting. But yes, here's another emote with him. Very nice, very nice. So yes, we are going to go into gameplay now. Thank you guys for watching, and once again, leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. And Perkins is back on his grind. Let's get it. Alright, boys. Welcome to the beautiful city of London. And we are going to say hello to our mates down here. Hello, mates. How are you doing today? How are you doing, boys? And before we get started, I wanted to show you some fan art that some of my fans have drawn. It's a little strange, so, you know, I might have to blur out some of it, but I do always appreciate fan art, and you don't have to draw me and the Thing, and you definitely don't have to insinuate that the Thing you know, the thing from this game, you know, the character, the thing, is my penis. You don't have to do it. You don't have to insinuate it's my willy or nothing. So just don't do that, guys. You could draw anything else. You could draw pictures of my mates here, my Sharky boys. Yes. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. You'll see, you would have seen those fan arts up on the screen. And anything you guys draw and tag me with, I will of course showcase it. And yes, I would appreciate it very much. But this skin, guys, is what we are here to look at. And surprised to say, there is some different effects with this skin. And I'm going to turn off the HUD here so we can see. But here we go. Look at his tendrils. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Isn't that amazing, guys? I'm surprised they actually, you know, they actually turned like armor and like, you know, yellow bits on the actual tendrils with that, you know, I think it's very, I don't know, it's great. Like, they don't do this a lot for these, you know, like, this isn't even like a legendary skin or anything. This is, I'm pretty sure this is an epic, just based on this, but I really am happy that they have done this. That being said, I wish they also did something similar for, you know, his burst attack here, where, you know, he kind of puts all his tendrils on, you know, our boys here. But that's okay. I mean, this is the one you're going to be seeing the most, so I'm glad it matches, because there's a lot of, you know, Venom skins that, you know, the tendrils, the black ones, they just don't match, you know, with the regular, you know, the regular outfit. So I do appreciate that they are at least, you know, staying consistent and making it so you can see, you know, some matching abilities, and that is always nice. However, it does seem like that is the only thing that they have done. Here's a shield here. Pretty normal. Alright, he's swinging. Pretty basic stuff. But I am pleasantly surprised, guys. And his ultimate that we will see here, not anything really to write home about. And going back to earlier when I said, you know, he doesn't really have a mouth, and you know, it does like go to show, you know, he doesn't have a mouth, but it is weird that they, you know, don't at least like show, you know, the same skin head as you do have on, you know, on the ultimate. Like, imagine if he had his cool mask in that little pool zone. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go check out his new emote and spray, which I am very excited to do. This is his spray right here. Super cool guns. Super cool. Now, let's check out his emote. Oh, and it seems to loop, guys. I was waiting for it to end. It seems to just go on forever. I like that a lot, actually. There's not many emotes that do that, guys. Wow. That's definitely, you know, that's definitely me when I'm listening to, you know, Penelope Scott or like Carty or something. You know, just really great stuff. However, I mean, it's just good. This is a great skin, and honestly, if you don't want to get one of his legendary skins, I feel like this is a great one to pick up, and I think, you know, it's completely worth it, especially, you know, his bundle here with it. Honestly, I'm surprised at this emote. This is a great bundle, guys. Let me know what you think. Alright, boys, thank you for checking out this skin with me today. Let me know down below, what do you think about this skin, and do you like, you know, not having Eddie Brock as, you know, the actual Venom host? I do think that it's an interesting spin, and I love, you know, the armor packs and stuff, and the, you know, just all this armor and just very cool stuff. You don't see it a lot with Venom, you know, he's usually a goopy creature, so just seeing that is very nice to me. Yes, let me know what you think. We're going to go into some gameplay, and I'm going to tell a story about one of my mates from school. Here we go. Alrighty boys, hello, this is Perkins back again with another story time and gameplay for the Venom skin here. Today we're going to be talking about one of my mates from primary school. This is about year 9 or 10, I think. So it wasn't, you know, it was a while back. You know, I'm a little older now, but you know, this story still does stick with me, and I think, you know, this individual that I'll be, you know, speaking about is, you know, he's still out there, and, you know, you guys might just run into him one day as well. But anyway, starting off, this story is about one of my classmates, named, well, I don't want to give out his real name. Let's just call him Mr. Fishy, all right? Because we'll get into why he's called that in a bit. But Mr. Fishy here, he was a strange one for sure. He was very, very strange. And Mr. Fishy, he wasn't very nice to, you know, let's just say, you know, the women and, you know, the girls in our school. You know, he was kind of strange, you know, just like a weird guy, but it's okay. You know, you could tell he had good intentions, but it was just, you know, I don't want to get into it, but anyway, that's besides the point. So they call him Mr. Fishy because he is, I don't know how you would explain it. I would say he's slippery, and you know, some people may say, oh, he's slippery. Is he like, you know, is he like sneaky? Is he like getting, you know, into trouble and like, you know, stealing stuff? Is he slippery like that? No, he's like slippery like a dolphin, I'd say. It's like slippery, like a dolphin, like a fish, like, you know, like the slick skin of a fish. Very similar to that. And, you know, it was very weird to see him, you know, like walking down the halls, and, you know, suffice to say, he would get bullied a little bit just for like, you know, just for being himself. And I do not support bullying at all. Of course, I would not support anything like that, but it was just something that I saw going on, and obviously, you know, I stepped in to stop it a few times. You know, being a bystander is never good, guys. So don't ever be a bystander when you see someone being picked on or bullied or anything like that, because that's the worst thing you can do. Anyway, Mr. Fishy here, he was slippery. He would get pushed around in the halls, and when he did get pushed around, he would always... Oh, I probably could have escaped that, guys. When he got pushed around, he would always, you know, it would turn, like, the hallway turns into, like, a slip and slide, and, you know, he would, like, knock into people like a bowling ball, and, like, they would, like, flip over like bowling pins. It was insane, just how slippery this fellow was, Mr. Fishy here. And one day, he gets pushed around, and, you know, he starts slipping and sliding, you know, as he does, and it's just... It's one of those things where he you know, he knocks into the wrong person. He knocks into, you know, a passerby of, you know, the special education class. And obviously we're not going to be mean to anyone. I don't want to be mean to anyone on my channel, because that's not who I am. That's not the you know, the Perkins way. But you have to admit, it's very funny when a fucking slippery guy, you know, launches into a group of special education students, and, you know, it might just have been the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, because I honestly have not laughed since then. I honestly think it broke my funny, like my humor. Like, I can't think of anything that's been funnier than that ever since Mr. Fishy, you know, got pushed into that group of special ed students, and they all started crying, and it was a big thing in the school for like a week, and, you know, they would all, this is how they called him Mr. Fishy. They started calling him Mr. Fishy because he would slip and slide around, and I'm sure he's still out there. I mean, he's got to be still out there, right? Like, having, you know, such, you know, slippery, you know, and like wet skin. You know, some people say, like, is it creepy or is it wet? I would say it's definitely wet. It's not as much creepy, his skin, more than it is wet. So, I mean, that's great. You know, it's great to be aware that, you know, people out here, like, they're slippery, and you have to understand, like, some people are slippery, you know, like, you know, there's the sneaky, and, you know, they steal stuff, but some people are just straight up slippery, like, you know, they just, like, slip and slide around, and honestly, I wish I was a bit slippery, because that honestly sounds like a lot of fun to just, like, slip and slide around wherever you please. That could just be me, though. I mean, do you guys think it'd be fun to slip and slide around? I feel like it would be. Yeah, I mean, we've all been, you know, in summer, like, during summer, we would all set up the slip and slide, and, you know, like, the bouncy castle and stuff like that, and it's always a blast. So, you know, having you know, just slip on demand like that, I would really enjoy it. What do you guys think? Would you like to be slippy? I definitely would. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm back. So Perkins has returned, and I will be doing more videos again. I've just had a lot on my plate. As you can still hear, my voice is a bit hoarse. It's a bit hoarse, and it's a bit rubbish, I'd say, at the moment. Like, it probably doesn't sound good at all. It probably sounds like the worst thing you've ever heard. Like, you know how some people have those voices where it's just like, oh yeah, you are not, we are not going to talk to you for any longer than I have to. It's exactly like that, I feel, with my, you know, with my sickness skin. And I guess I'll tell you guys about, like, how I was sick. So I don't want to say I feel like it wasn't an STD, but if it was, then I got it from, like, a Bojangles chicken sandwich. And, you know, Bojangles is, you know, one of those southern restaurants. And, you know, getting an STD from a chicken sandwich isn't something you usually do, but, you know, let's just say I love those chicken sandwiches. Let's just say that, and we'll move on from that. Let's just say they're quite good. But now I can't have them. Now I'm kind of put off of them. You know, I got, you know, food poisoning type shit from these. I completely wasted my ult, mate. You know, it's just being sick the past week, guys. It was not fun. It was not fun, and I'm sure you guys understand that. But yeah, we are also not doing too well in this game. I don't know if, you know, I never do very well in the games. But I know you guys just, you know, you love my stories, and I love telling you guys stories, and I hope to do it for a long time to come. And speaking of come, I will be doing a meet and greet at the local Bojangles if you are around. So just head over there when you certainly do, and we will be getting our, you know, our shimmy on. I'm sorry, guys. I can't fucking do it anymore. That voice is seriously pissing me off. I'm fine. I'm not British. I never was. That was like a bit. That was a whole bit I was doing. I was doing a bit where I was British today. I don't know why. Like, this, nothing about this has to do with me being British. So it was kind of like, even to me, it's kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't know why I did that. So honestly, I apologize. And I know the last video I did a bunch of apologies. If you want to go check that out. And, like, literally, I can't stop doing wrong. Like, there's really something wrong with me. And I should get a therapist on for one of these story times, and just to see what's wrong with me. Because it's really, like, it's not good. It's not good, like, what I do. And oh, alright guys, I'm back. I'm back. Something like weird came over me. I think something like maybe a scary creature came over my psyche or something. That was not fun. I just felt like someone talking for me. It was very weird. But yes, I'm feeling better now, and we are going to get into winning this game, hopefully. I just want this to be fucking over so I can go eat some fucking pizza and fish and chips and shit. God damn it. God damn it, guys. So guys, I wanted to present an idea. I was thinking of, you know how there's like no damage rocket and, you know, like, no healing rocket is another one that I've seen recently. I was thinking of no anything rocket. So I'll probably just like dash around with the jetpack, and just be an asshole to everyone on the team. That's probably what I think what I'm gonna do for my next YouTube channel. I'm just gonna sit in the game and throw the game, and just use my jetpack and just be annoying. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's obviously not that different from the other two because, yeah, you know, like, you know, not to hate, but like, but fuck those guys, you know. All right, later, guys. Mwah.